Welcome back to basketball for the 2023-2024 basketball season. Here at Mount Calvary Lutheran Sports Program, we want our sports at Mount Calvary. It is an extracurricular privilege. It provides opportunities for growth and development of child's athletic skills that are difficult to duplicate in other activities. In doing so, it will help the child to develop physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually. The goal of the athletic program is to develop Christian maturity and Christian sportsmanship and appreciation of their God-given abilities. Involvement in the athletic program encourages responsible team play and cooperation. It provides an opportunity for learning mental and physical self-discipline, loyalty, personal pride, school pride, and respect for others, and dedication to succeed. Participation in the athletic program at Mount Calvary is entirely voluntary. Participation is extended to all students who are willing to assume the responsibilities outlined in the athletic handbook. It is very important to know that as we get into this video, there are going to be some things that if you have further questions, please reach out to the athletic director, Mike Pingle. I'd be happy to assist in answering further questions. But this will be an overview for the winter sports program. When it comes to uniforms, in some of the slides coming forward, starting off with the C team, the C teams and B teams will have a uniform top provided. Shorts should be black, and the students can pick and wear their own. If there's any question of is it okay, please check with me. We do have some black shorts available, but that would be on a first come, first served basis for those that would need it. It is important that once you're issued a school uniform for basketball, that you are having your child bring it to each of the games and tournaments. There aren't going to be extras with the coach to use. And we have to submit our rosters with numbers in advance. So thank you for helping them with that. The uniforms should be washed and kept in good order during the season. And please let me know if there's any repairs needed throughout the season to any of the uniforms. As we get into the next teams, please note C teams will have the coaches Tracy Zenobia, Rick Dahl, and Caitlin Dahl as an assistant, practicing Monday and Wednesday, 5 to 6:30 p.m. The C boys will be coached by Steve Brokima, Jake Corral, and assistant Tyler Hogden. And those practices for them will be Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4:30 to 6 p.m. The B team girls, coached by Matt Lang, practices Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3 to 4:30 p.m. The B team boys, Colin Brinkman will coach with Dave Laus and practice from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday. It is important to know with our C teams and B teams that the playing time is to encourage students to learn and grow their basketball skills and abilities. But at each level, especially at the A team level, the amount of playing time will vary. For C team, B team, and A teams, both girls and boys, whenever we're in a tournament, the equal playing time that we're trying to strive for and learning the game will be focused on the success of the team in that tournament. And so equal playing time in a tournament is not always guaranteed. But as we progress through C level, B level, and A, the goal is to work as a team and to have a team success, not focused on just one individual. So again, further questions on that, you can consult the athletic handbook for our school and talk to me. Our A team girls is coached by Josh Kozinski and Amy Elmore. Mondays and Wednesdays will be the practice from 3 to 5 p.m. Those practices will happen with Josh Kozinski and Pastor Frick coaching the A boys team from 3 to 5 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays. For the practices on Wednesdays, when we have early release, we will be having those practices just 1 hour sooner. Please check TeamSnap, and I'll go over TeamSnap in just a moment. For the schedule of games, I'll be showing you the school website, which will list the calendar. Being on the team also means that you'll be invited to TeamSnap, and TeamSnap and the school calendar for athletics will be updated with any changes as quickly as we can to do our best to communicate those changes with you. However, we do ask that you check TeamSnap and the calendars throughout the week, on a weekly basis, Every time there is a game that is either away or home, or if we're hosting a tournament, or your athletes are in a tournament at another school, we ask that you supervise the children that you bring with you, both at our home and away games. Children should not be unsupervised for long periods of time, any periods of time in school hallways or other areas of a school building. We want to make sure that we represent our school both away and at our home games, creating a friendly, inviting atmosphere. On our school's website, you'll see a calendar icon at the top right. When you select that, the larger screenshot shows a calendar for church, school, and athletics. When you select athletics, it will show you a calendar. You can go based on month to plan ahead, and within each square is the date. Sometimes there will be a +2 or +3 that there's more events that might not be visible. So click on that +2 or +3 to see those other calendar events. Throughout the season, as we host home games and tournaments, volunteers will be asked to use a Sign Up Genius that will be shared out shortly. And please take till the end of November 28th to sign up for spots to serve. If every family involved in basketball and cheer were to sign up for 2 events, we'd still have unfulfilled volunteer spots. Feel free to pick more spots to volunteer in, and that's a huge thank you for your time. If there's any concern for the scorebook and clock and other duties in the concessions, please reach out and ask. I'd gladly walk you through both the scoreboard, scorebook, and concessions duties before your time to volunteer. You could also shadow another family that's volunteering at some of our earlier home games. Mount Calvary is asking that if you can't find a time to serve by November 28th, your last name for your family would be added to the Sign Up Genius to serve, and you could switch out with another family as it works with your schedule. And as we work together, we'll make our school a friendly atmosphere to host athletic events and making that possible. When you're given the invite to TeamSnap, that home icon down at the bottom left will give you an overview of availability and the events coming up, such as practice and games. As you slide over to the calendar schedule event, it will put it in a list where you can see it by week and day and select your child's availability to go to practices and games by hitting the green for yes or red for no or maybe. When it comes to practices, we are assuming that your child is going from school right to practice. However, if your child has to get picked up and taken to an appointment, please make sure to put your availability as an X for no, or maybe if they get back from the appointment that they had to leave for. It is unpredictable to know how long a dentist appointment can last sometimes. When it comes to games and tournaments, your coaching staff really depends on the availability to be filled out so they can make sure that time is given inside a game for each athlete to play. When you select an event, it will give you details. The map that is listed in the details of an event for practice, a game, and tournaments, you'll be able to select that map, and then your phone will guide you through the location in the details to see what app your phone is going to use to help you navigate directions, GPS, to that location. When you select the roster or message tab, you can message individual families through the roster and messages. When you select the message tab, the team chat will appear where you can ask other families for carpooling assistance or alerting a coach of a late arrival after a game or practice, asking for assistance if traffic was not feasible. When looking at your calendar, most phones have a icon where you can upload the calendar from TeamSnap into your personal calendar for your phone. If you need assistance with that, come and talk to me or Mrs. Taylor. We'd be glad to help you. Thank you for listening to this overview of our basketball season. Please know that through the handbook and the concussion information is safety and being careful about injuries that students might have or possible concussions. We want to know that we're all hoping that when we're in doubt of someone's safety, that we will sit out until checked by a medical professional. It is always our plan to have students return to play when it is safe. And we want to do our very best to alert parents of any injuries, maybe from practice or in other aspects of gameplay and tournaments. So thank you for your cooperation and support of Mount Calvary Athletics, and I pray that this season is a blessing to your child and to your family and to our Savior, who we get to glorify through our gifts and abilities. Thank you.